Hello boys and girls, how are you doing? Right, what is happening today? Let's see. Let's do 6 cards as usual. Let's cover, oops, what needs to cover? Needs to be covered. This is in English normally, right? Sorry about that. The usual thing, nice. I'm loving it. So, I think it's about money, apparently. We had that conversation before, have we? I keep saying money is coming, you know, and I think money came for quite a few people already, so I'm delighted. Yes, do not worry. Money is energy. It flows, it comes and goes. And if you focus on lake, then you're going to attract more lake, as we know. But if you are grateful for what you already have, then you will be even more grateful for new things to come into your life. And it doesn't have to be material. It can be love. It can be all those good things we know, we appreciate, and they're very simple pleasure, but very efficient. Right, okay. We're going to take forever, so 1, 2, and 3. I'm so patient. It's a bit, wow. Okay, this is serious. Nothing less than 4 of Wands, and that is the vibe at the moment. And as we know, I think we had that yesterday, is all about harmony. And seriously, since yesterday, the energies, general energy is a bit more, despite your confinement, despite, you know, the virus still going around. Yes, yes. And underneath, just because I'm curious, as a Wands. So that is definitely a lot of passion coming. Let's go. Anyway, so Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is very often seen as Taurus area energy, which doesn't have to be, and it's all about, okay, money, we know Pentacles, and it's about not only money, it can be abundance for many different things. It can be just that place where you are consistent, stable, so it can be emotionally stable. You feel that harmony going around. You feel at peace. You feel very solid. You know, you have grown some roots, and you feel, you know, comfortable within yourself, being you, and that's good enough. And then we have the Moon. So there's some things that are being, you know, brought to light to you. Things maybe you didn't know, you were not aware of, and you needed to know, or some emotion coming to the surface. Why not? Emotion are not bad. Emotion is like, you know, the kind of taking temperature within. That's Andochi. That's right. Let's move on. Okay, next card. Seriously. Now we have the 9 of Pentacles, and that is all about, again, money, but independence. So it doesn't have to be about money, but it can be. It can be independence also emotionally. You're not codependent to anyone, whether, you know, love things or friends or family. You're not codependent. You're independent. You actually, again, those roots, you're very solid within yourself. But also financially, you know, you can look at the reward of your effort. You know, you've worked hard and now you can receive the reward and appreciate. At the same time, we have the Ace of Swords. I think we had that yesterday or the day before. It's a new beginning, and it's a new beginning, and it's kind of like whoosh, cutting. Like, you know what? I'm starting fresh. You know, like you've done a sprinkling, and that's it. Let's put some painting, some colors on the wall. That's it. Fresh, fresh, fresh. Anyway, and then we have the Star. So it's about balancing emotion, and it's just underneath the Moon, which is interesting. So lots of water, so a lot of emotion, but the Star is about balancing, and also you are shining your light, or also you are guided with the light, either of the Moon or the Star. You're guided, and also it can be also a wish granted. So anything you actually wanted really, really a lot, then it comes to you. But then we have this 9 of Swords, which is a bit strange. So a bit of anxiety. Sleepless night, maybe worries. Of course, it's understandable at this time. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, and that's absolutely understandable, of course. But you don't want to stay in that marasm, as you will learn that new French word. But we're going to cover the card. But it's interesting to see what's going on here. Otherwise, the rest is splendid. I mean, seriously. Queen of Pentacles is covered. Okay, so by the Six of Cups. So, yeah. And then the King of Swords. So, yes, if, absolutely. There was before a period, there was a lot of melancholy, an idea of lake. But now we have that idea of get things together, everything is balanced. The King of Swords is definitely noble, doing the fair and noble things, keep it together, really together. So that brings that kind of idea of balance and consistency and stability, which is wonderful. The Moon, covered by the Hermit, so it's a bit of a retreat, it's a bit of a going one step at a time. You can't really go any further than one step in front of you, which is fine. You don't need to know what's going to happen in 10 years. I mean, let's just go with the flow. Just know that life will bring you what you need at every level, at any level. So have that knowledge and then that trust. But yes, a moment of retreat and just taking your time, and maybe you just need to have a bit of time for yourself, as simple as that. Page of Cups as well. So yeah, maybe someone a bit immature, or maybe you don't know how to say how you feel to somebody. It is possible, and maybe those feelings came to the surface, and you're just like, I don't know what to do with those feelings, but let's cover that. And then the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is someone sitting on her bench, but also sitting on her emotions. So maybe she or he, doesn't have to be a female, doesn't know how to process their emotion and voice those emotions. However, it's someone very emotional, very enigmatic, very powerful as well, very spiritual, very powerful. Okay, I will say the Hangman will cover maybe the Nine of Pentacles. So now the independence idea is also bringing a new way of thinking, a new perspective on things, or maybe just a status quo. You're just enjoying your reward, and well deserved actually. So well done you, and just have that moment, just stand by, or change of perspective, change of way of thinking, but just as well that moment of peace and tranquility, enjoy. I mean, seriously. Okay, the Ace of Swords is covered by the Wheel of Fortune. Amazing. I mean, not only you have a new idea, a new project, a new way of thinking, fresh, but also there's that idea of movement and fortune. So it's absolutely well done. It's looking good. And Three of Wands, so you're definitely going to have some kind of idea of victory. So it's not the ultimate victory, but it's already one step. So if you're waiting for something to come your way, you're already gonna have some result. It's not the full picture just yet. It's okay, it's coming gradually, but it's going in the right direction. When it comes to the Star, we is covered by the Eight of Cups, so you definitely letting go of something. A chapter is really finished, and that was showing quite a lot lately, that something is totally finito, and it's good, and I was wondering, and particularly about that one, that is maybe, and that's probably why you have those sleepless night, and because someone hasn't been totally clean with you, hasn't been totally honest with you, or she's been trying to play a bit of intimacy, but yet no commitment, play a game there, and you don't like that. So that's probably why you didn't like it. However, it won't last very long, because justice gonna be served, as it should be. So yes, so just covering the Nine of Swords. Okay, Seven of Cups. So yeah, those sleepless night is maybe linked to procrastination. So I would suggest, if you feel like nothing is happening, it's not true. There's always something happening, even though we don't see it, maybe literally, but there's something in the background that is actually getting ready for you, whether it's in love, whether it's in maybe a job you don't know if you're going to have it or not, because everything is a bit of in standby at the moment. Don't you worry, okay? It's not procrastination at all. Things are happening. And bam, just in case we need to know, confirmation. King of Pentacles is not only financial stability, again, in case you didn't get it, but also is someone who's going to look after you. You're not going to be left in the cold. There's no reason to worry whatsoever. Trust me on this one. It's going to be fine. It's someone who's doing things properly. It's a bit like a King of Pentacles, you know. It's a bit King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. It's someone who's doing. I mean, it's taking his time, definitely. However, you can be sure it's going to be done properly, like properly, and it's going to be done entirely, and they're going to come and offer you the full package. I mean, you know, if it's a job, definitely you have a good position. They will look after you. They will make sure that you're happy. But when it comes to relationship, it's someone that is going to be solid, and you can actually see long term. Work-wise, it's the same. It's long term. It's going to be a permanent job. It's going to be a permanent position. It's going to be permanent love. You know, someone it doesn't want to play at all. It's completely different than the other one, as we know, and it's really reassuring. So what I would say is a lot of stability when it comes to money, but also feelings. Is a lot of tranquility. And that's what we like. I mean, after harmony, we have tranquility. I mean, what else do you want? Seriously. On this note, have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Be gentle with yourself. Ciao.